Hello viewers, this is Geeta. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to see CA Foundation question November 2019 on consignment account. Question number 3. Let us get into this video. Anand of Bangalore consigned to Raj of Pune goods to be sold at invoice price, which represents 125% of cost. So here they have clearly told goods to be sold at invoice price. So we have to prepare the consignment account invoice price method. Raj is entitled to a commission of 10% on sales at invoice price and 25% of any excess realized over invoice price. This means that he is going to get 10% on sales at invoice price plus overriding commission. Okay. So if you are not clear with what is overriding commission and all, please visit my video on concept clarity of consignment, in which I have explained all the three types of commission: ordinary commission, delta commission, and overriding commission, why they are given and what are the benefits, etc. The expenses incurred on freight and insurance incurred by Anand are rupees 12,000. So the consignor has spent 12,000 rupees. The account sales received by Anand shows that Raj has effected sales amounting to rupees 1,20,000 in respect of 75% of the consignment. His selling expenses were 9,600. So the consignee is spending selling expenses. There is no direct expenses by the consignee. 10% of the consignment goods of the value of rupees 15,000 were destroyed by fire, and insurance company paid rupees 12,000 net of salvage. Raj remitted the balance in favor of Anand. You are requested to prepare consignment account and Raj account in the books of Anand along with the necessary calculation. If you would have noticed that in this question they have not mentioned what is the amount of consignment sent or the quantity. So, but if you notice very carefully, they have given a hint so that we can find out the total cost price or value of goods sent on consignment account. They have clearly mentioned 10% of the consignment goods of the value of 15,000. It means 10% of the consignment goods, the value of which is 15,000, this was destroyed in fire. So, we can find out from this the total goods sent on consignment account. So, let us do the first working note on calculating the total cost of the goods sent on consignment account. Okay. So, now we know that 10% of the goods sent on consignment account value is 15,000. So 10% of goods sent on consignment account, goods sent on consignment, I am writing in short, you have to write it in full. Consignment value, this is the value, that is 15,000. So we can find out the 100% of the goods sent on consignment account. So what is the value of 100%? I am not writing. You have to write 100% of the goods sent on consignment account. So we are going to use the same unitary method. 15,000 into 100 divided by 10. What is the value? The value is rupees 1,50,000. This is the sales values, invoice price. So sales value of the goods is sent on consignment account. Selling price of the goods, or you can call it as invoice price of the goods sent on consignment account. Okay, so now we know the invoice price sent on consignment account. Now we must know the cost price because we have to calculate the abnormal loss on cost and the inventory lying at the consignee also to be at cost. We have to record them at cost. So what to do? So we will see the question again. In the question they have said that the goods to be sold at invoice price which represents 125 percentage of cost. So what they have said that the goods were invoiced at 25 percentage more of cost. So all of you are pursuing CA, you know very well that in order to find out the cost price from the sales, we have to remove the profit element from this profit portion of that. Okay, so what is the cost? Sales minus profit. But can I take this cost percentage, profit on cost percentage, can it be used for sales value? No, I should know the profit percentage on sales. So how to find out? Let us see that. So suppose this is 25 percentage on cost. This is given in the question. 25 percentage on cost. So it is 20 percentage on sales. This everybody, you must be knowing it very well. So still I will tell you, you can make it always as a fraction 1 by 4, then it is 1 by 5. You add 1 to the denominator, you will get the profit percentage on sales. Suppose this is 1 by 5, this will be 1 by 6. If you want to come back from sales to cost, just deduct that 1 from the denominator. If this is 1 by 5, you come back here as 1 by 4. So now let us find out the profit portion of this sales value. So 20 percentage on 1,50,000 is equal to 30,000. What it is? It is equal to 30. I'll write here 30,000. So this is the profit. Okay, profit percentage, amount of profit is 30,000. So now I can find out the cost of the goods sold, sent on consignment. Sorry. So cost of the goods sent on consignment, cost of the goods sent on consignment is equal to 1,50,000 minus 30,000, that is 1,20,000. What I did, I have eliminated the profit portion from the sale value. So this is the profit. Okay. So now I know the total cost of the goods is sent on consignment account. Now we will move on to the working note number 2, that is calculation of abnormal loss. As we did it in our earlier sum also, we are going to write here goods sent on consignment account. Goods sent on consignment account. Let us assume the unit is 100, so the cost is 1,20,000. So we are going to add consignor expenses. Add consignor expenses. That is 12,000. This is given in the question that the consignor has spent on freight and insurance 12,000 rupees. So what is the total for 100 units now? The total cost has become 1,32,000. Now we are going to less the abnormal loss, as because this abnormal loss has happened in the go down of the consignee. Since the consignee has not spent any direct expenses, we are not taking into account. So less abnormal loss. Otherwise, you have to consider the direct expenses of consignee also. When the abnormal loss has happened in his go down. Abnormal loss, that is 10. So, how to find out the value? I have already told you, cross multiply and divide this by 100, 13,200. So, what is the balance of 1,32,000 minus 1,32,000 minus 13,200 is 1,18,800. This is the value of 90 percentage of the goods. Now I am going one step forward to find out the cost of the stock lying there. So less goods sold is equal to 75 percentage. This is given in the question. So the stock lying in the consignees go down is 15 percentage. Again, the value you are going to find out just by cross multiplying and dividing it by 90. So 1,18,800 divided by 90 into 15 is equal to 19,800. So this is the cost of goods lying at the consignees go down. So this is inventory. Inventory is on consignment account. Okay, I am not writing full. Okay, inventory is on consignment account. Now let us move on to prepare the consignment account. Okay, now the consignment account we have to prepare it in invoice price method, because they have clearly told that the goods to be sold at invoice price. So we have already calculated the invoice value as 1,50,000. So before going into that, you have to write the heading in the books of Anand, Bangalore, consignment to Raj, account of Pune. Okay, so debit and credit you have to write. So two goods, are you able to see? Two goods sent on consignment account. Two goods sent on consignment account. Everywhere I am using a short form. You please write in full form. IP means invoice price. What is the value of 100%? 1,50,000. So this is the amount of goods sent on consignment account. Whenever you are invoicing it, invoice price, you are debiting the consignment at invoice price, you have to take out the profit element out of that. This is called loading. You have to remove the loading from the consignment account. Why? Because you should attain the correct profit. If you are writing it at a price which is not your cost price, you may not be able to know the exact profit on this consignment account. Okay, but why it is priced in invoice price after all? Because this consignor doesn't want to know the consignee to know his cost price, so he is sending a pro forma invoice at invoice price, but he is maintaining the books in his area, so he wanted to write it properly. So what you are going to do, we are going to remove the loading. What is the meaning of loading? Loading is the difference between the cost price and the invoice price. So we know the cost price also. What is the cost price? Cost price is 1,20,000. So we are going to write buy goods sent on consignment account. Buy goods sent on consignment account. This is the loading we are removing by crediting the consignment account. So the loading is 30,000. All of you know that this cost of the goods sent on consignment account is 1,20,000. So invoice value is 1,50,000. So this is over. Now we are moving on with the consignor's expenses to bank account. What he has spent? He has spent 12,000 rupees towards freight and insurance. You can write it in bracket, freight and insurance. Write it in full. So 12,000 rupees he has spent on freight and insurance. Now we will be moving on to this Raj of Pune's account. Raj account, he is the consignee. We have to reimburse his selling expenses. So selling expenses he has spent 9,600 I am writing inner column. Now we have to pay his commission also. Commission, we already see that he is getting two type of commission. One is 10% commission, ordinary commission. Another one is he is getting 25% of overriding commission. We will come back to this commission later on. Now I am going to write the sale proceeds. So Raj has sold, as per the question, Raj has sold 75% of the goods for 1,20,000. So this is 1,20,000. You can write inside say bracket sales or sale proceeds by Raj account. By Raj account we have to receive 1,20,000. Now we have to enter the abnormal loss account at cost price. So abnormal loss account, abnormal loss we have found out 13,200. In our working note we found out 13,200 is the abnormal loss. In the question they have told that the insurance company paid rupees 12,000 as net salvage value. So you can write it here in the bracket. Bank account is received with 12,000 rupees, and by P&L account, the loss is 1,200. You may have a doubt that miss, in our study material it is given different in different questions what to do. You need not to worry about that. You always write abnormal loss account, and inside this you can give the details. Now we will be entering the stock account. This by inventories on consignment account. This we have to record here because this is sent on invoice price. We have to write the inventories on consignment account again at invoice price here, and this is loaded with profit. So that element has to be removed by debiting the consignment account. As we did in the goods sent on consignment account, we have to do it with this stock also in the name of stock reserve account. We are removing the loading by the name of stock reserve account. Only the name is like this. So in bracket we are going to write loading. So now we know already the cost price of the inventories. Now we will be calculating the invoice value of the inventories. Again you can write goods sent on consignment account. Working note 3, goods sent on consignment account is 100%, and the value is here, invoice price is 1,50,000. Add consignor expenses. Same thing we are doing it, very simple. Add consignor expenses. So consignor expenses is 12,000. So now my total value has become 1,62,000. So the unit is 100%. So now I am going to reduce the abnormal loss. As I have already told you that there is no direct expenses of consignee. So we are going to reduce the abnormal loss. Abnormal loss is 10%. So again the cross multiplication, 16,200 is my value of abnormal loss. And what is the remaining amount? 1,62,000 minus, let me calculate, 1,62,000 minus 16,200 is my 145,800. This is the value of, you are not supposed to write this abnormal loss value anywhere else. Only you have to write the cost price. This we are calculating only for stock. So now the balancing is 90%. Goods sold is 75%. Goods sold is 75%. So the remaining stock is 15%. So inventory is on consignment account. This is the invoice value. So again cross multiply, 1,45,800 divided by 90 multiplied by 15 is 24,300. You are able to see, I hope so. 24,300. This is the value which we are going to write on the credit side when there is an invoice price method. So I am writing 24,300. Now we have to remove the loading. That is the difference between the sales value and the cost price. We have already found out the cost price here. It is 19,800. So what is the difference between 24,300 and 19,800 will come as your stock reserve 4,500. You can find out on the other way around also, because the total 100% sales value is 1,50,000 and cost price is 1,20,000. So the loading for 100 is percentage is 30,000 and the loading for 15% is 4,500. Either way you can do it. Now let us come back to the working note of this commission. Okay, so first working note we did to find out the invoice value of the goods sent on consignment account. So I wrote the working note number 1. So second working note we found out to find out the abnormal loss account. So number 2 is this. Number 3 is this working note. How did we find out the invoice value of inventories on consignment account? Okay, now number 4 is we are going to find out the commission that is so said that he has sold 75% of the goods. Now first I should know the invoice price of 75% because he is going to get 10% commission on invoice price. So what is the invoice price of 75% of the goods sent on consignment account? I know the invoice price of 100%, and what is the invoice price of 75%? It is 1,12,500. Let me confirm. 1,50,000 divided by 100 into 75. Yes, 1,12,500. So this is the invoice price of 75% of goods. But Raja has sold it for 1,20,000. What is the excess amount realized? That is 7,500. We have realized extra. So what is the condition of the commission? Commission is said to be 10% on invoice price. That is on 1,12,500. So he is going to get 11,250 ordinary commission for selling at invoice price. Now he is going to get overriding commission on 7,500, which was the excess amount realized over and above the invoice price. What is the commission of 25% on 7,500? Is 7,500 into 25%, that is 1,875. And what is his total commission? 5, 2, 1, 3, 13,125. So this is the total commission of Raj. So now we will be writing inside the column 10% is 11,250 and 25% is 1875. So he is going to get a total commission of 13,125 and he will be getting the selling expenses of 9,600. And now we have completed the sum. We are going to add this side and find out which side is greater. 120 plus 30, 150 plus 10, 163, 167, 187, 500. This side, let me total this. 1,50,000, 1,50,000 plus 12,000 plus 9,600 plus 13,125 and the loading 4,500. So the total comes as 1,89,225. This side is heavier. It means the expenses on the consignment is more than the income. So there is a loss. So 1,89,225. We have already totaled this side. The total of this is 1,87,500. So I am subtracting this 1,87,500 from 1,89,225. So what is the balancing figure? 1,725. This will go to P&L account of the consignor. By P&L account you write it in full form. This is the loss. and you can write the balancing figure also. Now they have asked us to prepare Raj account in the books of Anand. It is very, very easy. It is just 1 second work. So whatever you are finding the Raj name in this account, consignment account, you just bring it to the opposite side. Here by Raj account it is 1,20,000. So we are going to write here as two consignment account. He has to give us two consignment account. We have to receive from Raj 1,20,000. Now there is no name of Raj here. Here this side there is again Raj, two Raj account. So here we are going to write by consignment account, just opposite side, 9,613,125. This is the commission. You can write here as selling expenses and commission. Okay, now the balancing figure, the question already says that he has remitted this balance in favor of Anand. So we have received it, the balance in the bank account. So bank account will be debited to Raj account. What is the difference? 1,20,000. This is 1,20,000. So 13 plus 1 minute. 1,20,000 minus 725. 22,725. 22,7. 1,20,000 minus 13 plus 9, 22, 725. So the figure comes as 97,275. This is the balancing figure which he has remitted. So it has come as by bank account. So the total has matched here. That's all is asked in this question. Hope you understand the question very clearly. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Don't forget to share with your friends and relatives. Thank you for watching.